Hello, good day everyone. Welcome to another edition of Family Connect, that program that connects us and tries to give us what it takes to have beautiful home, have beautiful foundation, try to retain and maintain those values we know that promote the health and the good life we should have in our homes. Yes, we all know a lot has gone wrong. A lot of values have been left behind. In short, we don't even remember some of them, and we have stopped practicing them. So this program, in essence, is to remind us, to reconnect us, to bring us back to that track, which should be the right track, and which should give us joy. Because no matter what you want to say, no matter how you want to say it, once everything is not right, there will be no joy, there will be no happiness. So, I am Chika Nnamani, your regular host, and I can see somebody beside me. Today I have a special guest. I have a guest, and not just a guest, is a friend, is a sister, and she's here to share today's topic with me. But before we go to that, I will introduce her. She is Stella Maris Eka Ebo, and she's an education support service guru. Stella Maris, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you for coming. I'm always glad to have you. You were once with us at the radio, where we were doing the radio series. Now you are here with us on the YouTube. So let's go straight to our topic for today. I'm not going to be asking questions. We're going to just discuss because she's into education support. So she knows a lot about what goes on in our system, what's happening both in families and in workplace. So the topic for today is how can we support each other in these challenging times as family, friends, etc. And we know that today, the things we hear about, the things that is happening in the society is frightening, to say the least. And if we are not careful, it's going to swallow us. We are going to be submerged to the point where we will lose total control. If we have not even lost it right now, we are just trying to push on. And for me, I feel most of it stems from fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of what is going to happen, fear if I do this, what will happen? No longer, is this the right thing to do? Should we go about it this way? Should we even look at it as it should be? Look at each other and tell each other the truth.
Yes.
Because that is what most times we lack. That confidence to always tell the truth and say it as it is. So, having said this, from how do you look at it? From which angle are you seeing this?
First of all, I would say that these times that we're in are times that are testing to everyone. It will bring out of you who you truly are, what you stand for. You find out that you'll be pushed to the wall, and you have to ask yourself, in the face of some economic challenges, in the face of emotional challenges, what is it? What do you have to offer that is genuine? Are you following the world? Are you looking at the way people are handling their issues and agreeing with them? Or are you saying to yourself, no, this is the right way to go about it? First of all, to each of us that want to be the support to our friends, our family, we check ourselves first. What are we giving out? On what foundation are we standing on? What do we have really to offer? That's the first point. You understand? Because, okay, for instance, I'll talk about just yesterday, a young man is like a son, really. He works in the railway corporation, and usually I call him to help get tickets and tell me what are the train times and all that. Now, how did I meet this boy? I went to Ibadan. I was going to my son's school, and I had a lot of bags. I was carrying some bags to my son. And from nowhere, this young boy just appeared. Auntie, let me help you. He brought my bags, helped me carry the bags to the taxi. And then he said, I work here. I said, oh, thank you so much. So we exchanged numbers, and he said, Auntie, in case you need a ticket or something. Now, he called me one day and said, please, I wanted to discuss something with you. I said, sure, why not? And then subsequently, when he saw me, he didn't say anything. He helped me get tickets. So yesterday I said to him, look, young man, you wanted to say something to me. What is it? don't hesitate, because time will not wait. It may have been something I may be able to help you with at this time, and you haven't said anything about it. And then we proceeded to talk a little bit about, look, what you're going to do, what you have, to offer your family, help people, and he said to me, "Ma, you've given me so much. Thank you, thank you." He kept, he sent me, "Thank you for your wise words. Thank you for the how should I say it? The word he used was advice. Thank you for the advice. Thank you for this." And what I found out was, I just said what was in me, which was offer strength.
Yes, and that is what is needed at that point in time.
Yes,
sometimes when we talk about support system, we don't really sit back to ask ourselves, what is this support system? Because most often than not, we look at support system as giving somebody money, giving somebody material things. It may not even be what that person needs. It may be just like you spoke to this young man.
That's what I
He
realized.
needed psychological boost. He needed somebody to tell him, look, you're in the right track. Continue doing what you need to do, and become that strong person for others around you. So maybe that is what he needed at that time, and that is what we should strive to be sensitive to, because most times we are not even sensitive to our environment. We don't even know what the next person to us, not even neighbor, even our child that is having issues, even our spouses, even our friends, colleagues, they may be having issues, and we are so blind to their needs because we are always thinking of ourselves.
Yes.
We are not thinking of, okay, the next person to me, how is this person going? What is happening? So sometimes you can look at somebody's face and he says a lot without saying a word.
Mm-hmm.
And you can approach the person depending on your approach, and the person may be willing to open up and say, look, this is what is happening to me, this is what I'm going through. And having said that, there is another thing which I think we need to do as people, as individuals. Most times when people approach us for support or for help, our reactions can make it worse or make it better. Even if you don't have what it takes or what it is the person is looking for, there's a way you can approach it, there's a way you can speak to that person. Help may come from somewhere else aside you. And the person will be happy and confident that, look, I've spoken to somebody who can keep these things for me and will not let it be a public knowledge. Mm-hmm. But sometimes we forget and we throw these things out. And the person gets to hear it. What do you think will happen to that person? Psychologically, you have finished the person?
Yes, person is shattered.
Yes. And the person can never see you in that light again. So it's better you say, I can't, or I don't know what to do, I can't help you, or please try another way, than making that person feel bad or feel inferior or feel does something out of the way, what you should not even do. So we have to learn to have that support system.
That kind of support.
Yes, and eliminate fear.
The kind of, when you were speaking, I remember something someone was saying to me. She asked someone for help, and she said she called the person their friends. Well, she said, I thought we were very good friends. And immediately I called her. She said, please, I'm just coming from somewhere, and slammed the phone down. And she was shattered, and she was sharing this with me, and I looked at her and said, you know what? Who knows what the other person was going through? It's true.
Exactly.
She didn't react right.
Exactly.
But I've come to look at it in a different way. I used to be so emotional before. Oh, she did this, she did that. But look, listen, you find out that the other side of the coin, the person is going through a lot too.
That is it. So you have to learn to understand the other person.
No, it's not so much understanding the other person, because the truth is you will never understand.
But to some extent, you're putting yourself in the shoes of that person.
Yes.
Because I learned, you know what is the problem. Because the case is, don't be judgmental.
That's it.
Until you are sure or you know the full extent of what that person is passing through to. So it's not only about you, like I mentioned. It's not being selfish. It's not only about you. It's about your environment. It's about people around you. Be sensitive to what is going on. Be sensitive to what is happening. Look at our nation today. Look at what's going on. it's not something we want to discuss here, because what we want are discussing is the way forward. How do we support? How do we make things right? How do we push on to make sure that those values, these things that will help to build us back,
Yes.
help to make us, yes, put us back on track, help us to become that humanity which we are all craving for, which we have lost to some extent, to return it back and become better human beings. Because what we are seeing today is frightening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would just say, first of all, we need to build ourselves up to be able to offer strength, compassion, a listening ear, because it is not everybody's going through one thing or the other, it is true. So it is not every time you'll be able to offer financial support. The person needs this, you may be able to say, okay, just take this is what I have. But the helping words you give, being able to assuage, understand what the person is going through, and being open enough to know the right words to just say to that person, don't worry. It's not, it can be worse, it will get better, and those few words you give. So, those are the ways, a few of the ways anyway,
Okay.
in terms of what we can give us.
All right. It's a discussion we have to still continue, because this support system is not just one side of it. And I hope that maybe next week, if I don't get somebody else to come around and discuss it, I can continue
Yes.
or I can continue from there. But before we leave,
Yes.
can you give parting words to our viewers, those that have come to this channel, to help them in realizing that, look, we need to be there, both for ourselves, our family, and everybody around us?
I'll just say your mindset needs to be as enlightened. By the word enlightened, I mean uplifted, rather. Your mindset has to be uplifted. You have to see that you are passing a message across to the next person. You are giving support, financial, emotional, but your own mindset, how you stand, should be uplifted. So let's just work on ourselves, get better, give the best that we can give.
Be spiritual.
Yes.
That's the word. That's where
Yes.
I put it.
Yes.
We need to be spiritual. We need to understand that first and foremost we are human beings,
Yes.
and we should behave like one. Don't let our own emotions, our own shortcomings. It's a work in progress.
Yes, the self.
Yes, you
Let
have
the
to
self.
You have to try to always think about the next person. How will that person feel if this happens? How will that person do this? By the time you do that, you find that you are really growing yourself.
Yes.
You're still growing yourself,
Yeah.
first of all, to the point where you don't need to think about it. It comes natural. It's like saying good morning to somebody with smile.
Yes.
So let's try to be that, which we should be. So I'm going to say thank you to Stella Maris for coming. You made this a very wonderful, beautiful, and enlightening and the discussion.
It was a pleasure.
Yes, I'm glad I had you. So, my beautiful people, once more, I will say thank you to you all for always being there, for coming to the channel, to do what we are doing, to be a support to us, as we discuss support system,
Yes.
to be a support to us. Please do share and leave your comments. Until I come your way again next time, goodbye and have a lovely day.